Coming to you live from the MIAP studio comes another thrilling episode of Movie in a Pod, starring the greatest bassist on the planet Earth, Jose Javier Villalobos, ladies and gentlemen, and drop that applause.
I appreciate the announcement, sir.
That's what I'm here for,
awesome.
man. That's what I'm here for.
It was awesome.
How was your week, man?
Oh, my week. Pretty busy.
Really haven't talked to you much. So yeah, man, let's connect.
Yeah. Pretty busy. With working and music stuff, pod stuff, puppy stuff, just all around things keeping me busy, man. Nothing very specific.
But you enjoy that. You don't like a lot of downtime, right? Am I right about that?
I don't like sitting around and doing nothing. But I don't necessarily like being overly busy. I like having choices of things to do. Is more the way to put it. If I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to do this, and I'll go do that. If I want to do something else, I'll go do that. But
I hear you.
When I'm stuck doing a specific thing, and I cannot get out of it when I want to, that's kind of annoying.
Or when you're told to do something and you're like, screw that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, fight the authority, right? Is that
every day. Every day. Fight the man. And you know what, man? I think that's what has a small theme of this movie, our movie of the week is and everything. But ultimately, dude, it is Super Bowl week. By the time this pod comes out, Super Bowl will have been over and decided. But who do you got?
I don't know. I may not even watch the Super Bowl. So,
in normal Javier fashion, ladies and gentlemen,
I got no dog in this one. No dog in this fight. I mean, we do have a repeat, right? Eagles and Chiefs. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have I don't not really worry about it.
He really doesn't care about either of your teams, guys, is what he's trying to say, okay? If you're an Eagles fan, he doesn't give a damn. If you're a Chiefs fan, he really doesn't give a damn, okay? That's what Javier's trying to say there. And you know what? I'm going to back him up here. I also don't give a damn, okay? Because neither of my teams, the Giants or the Panthers, are in the Super Bowl this week. And
there you go.
I really don't care who wins this. As long as Kendrick Lamar in that dope halftime show is fire. That's what I'm really excited about there.
They're in NOLA, right?
They're in NOLA, baby.
That's cool.
The place that you frequent often. So I'm surprised you're not down there performing with Kendrick, dude,
I would. I would not be there on Super Bowl weekend. I've been there for a few Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
that was a lot. That was a lot.
Intense already, yeah. So which I think just ended was it Ash Wednesday last week or coming up or something like that? I don't know. It's right around the corner or something. But Super Bowl. I hope it was awesome. Hope you had a good time. Hope their commercials were well. And really excited to see what Bud Light does this year, man. I always like those commercials. They have your boy Shane Gillis rocking them out weekly.
Isn't him in Post as well, right?
Him and Posty, dog,
Yeah. Dude, those commercials they've been showing have been so good. So good.
We gotta get old Shane Gillis and Posty on the pod, man. Let's talk movies, because Shane Gillis loves doing that shit.
Yeah. And just for clarification, Mardi Gras is on March 4th, Tuesday, March 4th.
It is so late this year.
It just keeps getting pushed. It's going to be like summer. It's
going to be July. We're going to have Independence Day and Mardi Gras on the same day.
Oh my God.
In 3 years. It's just going to be bananas, okay? just Bourbon Street, just so much sweat and disgustingness happening.
Yeah.
But heck, let's be there, guys.
Yeah, sounds like an awesome party.
Welcome to this episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing trailers for Jurassic Park Rebirth, the Fantastic Four first steps in our movie of the week, Love Hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, it really does. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week. By the time this pod comes out, I'll be a year older, unfortunately, and I apologize. There's already graying in my face. My bones are slowly I'm crippled now. I need a wheelchair. My team's just gonna start calling me Professor X, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Team, we have some trailers coming at you here. We have 2 big budget films coming out in 2025, guys. We got another Jurassic movie. This is Jurassic World Rebirth. And we have that really sexy guy, man, Pedro Pascal, leading as Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four First Steps, guys. You can see the full trailer reactions on our socials, on our link tree in the show notes.
Yes.
And yeah, check out our socials, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We're adding new content every day. All right, team, we have Jurassic World Rebirth. According to IMDb, 5 years post Jurassic World Dominion, an expedition braves isolated equatorial regions to extract DNA from 3 massive prehistoric creatures for a groundbreaking medical breakthrough. Okay, so like, this medical breakthrough better be like the silver bullet to cure everything. Okay,
but isn't that the
if it's not, it's not worth it.
I mean, that's the plot for everything. Is like, we have to do this and sacrifice everything the world has ever built, and we may be able to make a cure, right?
You know.
I mean,
or they're going to be on top of like Mount Dune or something and throw it in the fire. You know, like they're going to be getting chased by velociraptors. It's like good thing about this movie here that I'm really excited about. Okay, like it's like Jurassic fatigue is kind of where I'm at right now. But this movie has a lot of good things going for it, right? Scarlett Johansson, right? Mahershala Ali, Rupert Friend, Ed Skrein. So it has a really good cast. And then it has the original writer for Jurassic Park, David Koepp, who's coming back. And then you remember a little movie that I enjoyed a few years ago about like robots, but they actually were like cool robots, and it actually was the humans that were the assholes.
That wasn't Bicentennial Man.
It was
that. That's the only movie I know of that's been acceptable.
It was the Creator.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just watched that again not too long ago.
So good, man. It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
The creator, writer, director, Gareth Edwards, who also did Rogue One, who also did the first Godzilla movie back in the 2014 Godzilla movie. Gotcha. He's directing this. So like this movie has a lot going for it as far as like talent, star power.
Okay.
So that's good. So like it's going to be a fun, thrilling ride like they all are. I mean, Dominion wasn't really, that was kind of boring, but we pulled up anyway. So like I'm already pulling up for this. You know, July 3rd, I'm in the theater, dog, or July 7th or whatever the hell it is. I'm in the theater. It's going to be a fun. It's going to be a good time. It's just like what new and fresh ideas do they have to make people afraid of dinosaurs? Because at this point, like I feel like a 7-year-old will walk into Jurassic World and be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I know what to do.
Seen this, done this shit.
Well, what more can you do? Like you said, like when you go to an island full of deadly dinosaurs, right? They're trying to kill, everything's trying to kill you, right? Everything's trying to eat you before you even get to the land.
Yeah.
So is it, may just be stuff we've seen in all the other movies already. Hopefully some cool new dinosaurs. Maybe.
That's always fun. That is always fun. We got that in Jurassic World.
But I mean, they can only get more ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
It's more crazy. But we'll see.
More crazy dinosaurs. I mean, yeah, of course. Like, come on, dude. Yeah.
I'm probably going to enjoy
Herschel Ali and ScarJo. Like, there's no way this movie is not going to be watched by us. Like, give me my T-Rex popcorn bucket and let's go. You know what I mean? So
that would be awesome. Or maybe like a velociraptor egg that you open up. That'd be pretty wild.
Then the mom comes and tries to kill us. So, I'm good on that one, obviously. You're trying to scare me for 2.5 hours is what you're trying to do, okay? Look at me looking over my damn corner. So they can just walk in the theater. They're small enough to walk in the theater, okay? And sit down, okay?
Yeah, they know how to open doors. And stuff.
Yeah. Team, we're going to throw Jurassic World Rebirth on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. You guys excited for this movie? Which one of the Jurassic movies is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, team. All right, team. We have the Fantastic Four First Steps. According to IMDb, Marvel's first family face their most daunting challenge yet. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, they must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his herald Silver Surfer. Team, this is directed by Matt Shakman, written by Peter Cameron, Josh Friedman, and Jeff Kaplan. JV.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about you, man, but I'm just really glad that, like, Ben, he got a shirt on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, my man, he probably does get cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, thermodynamics. I don't know if that's the right term or not. I'm not smart in that kind of thing. But, yeah, I would assume he changes temperatures, yeah.
It's I'm glad we're not seeing his rock hard pecs. You know what I mean? They're covered. Okay, we can keep them things away. Okay, so
he's also not like overly gigantic either. Like
exactly,
he's a big boy, but he's not like
like the 2015
enormous.
movie. Yeah, like the 2015 movie, dude. He was just like ridiculously huge, and even like the Tim Story ones with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, it was Michael Chiklis, and he was in costume.
Yeah,
Michael Chiklis is already a big guy, but this is more of a comic accurate looking thing. Let's not just talk about Ben Grimm here. What's up?
Okay, go ahead. No, I was going to say,
let's not talk about. We keep on doing it. Continue.
Yeah.
This is what we do every week, guys.
We got some bad latency. What I was going to say was, like, as a 4 cast members, I think this is like the most serious cast like we've seen with these in this family so far. Like, I expect nothing but great acting and a good serious demeanor from these guys.
So you say that like the casting itself is 4 top-notch actors that are going to deliver a great performance, that you already have that in your head and you don't have to like wait and see, right? Like you already know like they're going to bring it in this film with these 4. Is that correct?
Well, I think that and like what I expect out of their acting styles, I guess.
Got you. Got you.
Um, I don't. The mix of them makes me feel like this is the time that it's gonna be, a real thing, right? Like it's not too comic booky. It's not
Okay, I'm following
too
you.
lighthearted. It's like we're got a serious cast and we're gonna have a serious movie. Is what
Got you. Okay.
I'm thinking.
I
Yeah.
am I'm definitely following you there, right? And it's like matching the tone of
Yeah.
the fun of the Fantastic Four comics, but also the serious threats that they face as a family,
Yeah.
as Marvel's first family as well. So okay, I'm following you, and I actually agree, man. Pedro Pascal, like, what have we not said about this guy on this pod? Um, Love him. You know what I mean? He's like one of the best doing it right
Yeah.
now. Um, and him as Reed Richards, man, I'm super excited to see Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm. She is talented. She is like strikingly beautiful.
Right.
And like the thing with Sue's character that as much as I liked Jessica Alba as Sue Storm as well, um, what I think Vanessa Kirby's going to be able to do, like, she's that glue. You know what I mean? Like, she's that glue that
Yeah.
holds the family together, because Johnny and Ben, they always are fighting. They're always arguing with each other, they're always picking on each other and stuff, right? Reed and Ben get into it. Reed and Johnny get into it, right? But she's always the one
Hmm.
who has to like bring everybody together, and like Vanessa Kirby has that ability.
Yeah.
You can just already see that kind of in the trailer, just her style, her look, and everything. So super excited for her. And then yeah, like Johnny Storm, who is clearly the most popular character in the Fantastic Four, Joseph Quinn, man. He did that one season of Stranger Things and became like a movie star, and I'm here for it, dude. I am definitely here for it. He has been great in everything that he's done. Gladiator 2, Quiet Place, Day 1, now this. Like, I want to see more of him, and I think he's going to bring a fun, flirty type of Johnny, way different than what Chris Evans did.
Hmm.
Bad boy type thing, but also like still a part of the family. Thing with Chris Evans and the thing with Michael B. Jordan, they didn't really want to be a part of the family.
Yeah.
And there's that little rebel in Johnny, and I think Joseph will be able to like toe that line between being that rebel, but also like having to be there for family. So really
Yes.
excited for this cast, man. I definitely agree with you there. Any predictions? What's going on here?
Um. Yeah, we're fighting a big space monster. So. Uh, yeah, I'm wanna. I guess the curiosity is how are we tying back into the rest of the world that is
Bingo.
Marvel, right? Um,
Yep.
we have been seeing a lot of bigger things going on in the last few movies. We got um, we got this coming up. We got Captain America next week. Um, all right, we're Celestials. That's what I was trying to get to. Celestials and
Mm-hmm.
the bigger threats in the world are really, really coming up on us now.
Oh yeah. So
So
like, what is
good
this
times.
gearing up to? What
Yeah.
is this? Also,
What is the
where
interconnection? Right.
where are
That's
they
my
at?
thing.
Right? Because like, if we have so much lore and backstory, where like obviously it looks like the 50s and 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
um 50s, 60s, New York. Shield was taking place in 50s and 60s New York, right? Agent Carter, but there was no talk of Reed Richards in the crew. So how does it tie in, right? Is this
Mm-hmm.
multiversal? They're on another universe. Is do people, if for them to interact with other people in the MCU, do they get time warped or TVA? Like, what's the gimmick? What's the thing, right? To tie back in. That's what I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see like this established world, but then give me that mid credits, right? Give me the in credits, right? Give me some juicy details to help us understand more what's going on, man. So,
agreed.
Really excited for Fantastic Four, man. I never thought I would
Yeah.
ever say that because I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, but this cast, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, agreed.
This cast is fantastic, dog. The guy who's playing Ben Grimm, Ibn Mas Parak, he's obviously on The Bear, but he was in Stealth.
Okay.
You remember that? He was
I don't
the
remember where
technician for the he was the technician for the ship, the spacecraft, the flight, the F-16 thing. Really? It was him, just with like long hair and everything. Yeah, that was him, dude. Wow.
Let's go.
So much younger and different. Yeah. So
I mean, that was what
2005
20 years
or something
ago.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2005. Yeah. He's grown a little bit.
Yeah. So, cool. Team, we're going to throw Fantastic Four First Steps on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. Also, let us know who your favorite Fantastic Four team member is.
He was also in Andor.
I didn't finish that. I need to finish Andor.
I didn't watch it either. I just saw it on IMDb.
All right, brother. You ready to jump into this week's movie?
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right, team. We have, for your listening and viewing enjoyment, we have Love Hurts.
Oh, yeah.
This is a movie that was released a couple of days ago on February 7th, 2025. This movie is directed by Jonathan Eusebio and written by Matthew Murray, Josh Stoddard, and Luke Passmore.
We have an $18 million budget, and so far it's grossed $6.9 million. Starring in that, we have Ki Yu Kwan as Marvin Gable, Ariana DeBose as Rose, Daniel Hu as Alvin Gable, Marshawn Lynch as King, Mustafa Shakar as Raven, Leo Tipton as Ashley, Rise Darby as Kipke Betts, Andre Erickson as Otis, Sean Austin as Cliff Cusack, Cam Gigandet as Renee Marlowe, and Drew Scott as Jeff Zacks.
All right. Appreciate that, my good sir. Go ahead and give us that quick synopsis so we can jump into this.
Marvin Gable is living a life he loves, and then his past decisions come back to haunt him.
Yes, sir. All right, man. So let's start at the top here. The man, the myth, the living legend, Ki Yu Kwan as Marvin Gable. Now, he's been Short Round. He's been Richard Data Wong. He's been small parts here and there. And then he jumped up in 2022 as Waymond Wong in Everything Everywhere All at Once, where he went on to, have some accolades. Won a Golden Globe, Best Supporting Actor, Screen Actors Guild Awards. You know what I mean? So he's definitely here now, later in life, and wants to, get back out there. So this is kind of like his first role that he's actually the leading man.
Yeah, we had him in Loki season 2 as well.
We did have him in Loki, yes.
Great character.
Yes. But he's been around, man. That's the cool thing with him, because he's been like fight choreographers, translators and stuff on like X-Men, The One, a couple of television shows and stuff. So he's definitely been around. So it's not like he just left Hollywood. Cool. It's just has had a long career. But he's Marvin Gable, man. And he to me, man, we grew up with him as Data, right? We grew up with him as Short Round, and like Temple of Doom is not my favorite Indiana Jones movie, so I know him more as Data from the Goonies.
Yeah.
and that's how I equate him. And it's hard to see him. It's like seeing, you know, Mark Hamill other than Luke Skywalker, right? It's difficult. So the whole time I'm thinking like Data in my head, like he's gonna do something with his belt and have like a spring come out or something, or like a knuckle, like somebody's gonna punch him. You know what I mean? So, um, but how do you not like this character Marvin Gable when we first meet him, man?
Yeah.
Um, how do you? I'm trying, dude.
I just keep
Um,
all I picture is the boxing glove thing. That's it. That's all that
that's what
pops
I'm
in my
talking
head.
about. Yeah, how do you like not enjoy Marvin Gable, right? This guy is just living the life that he wants to live as this realtor,
Yeah.
right? Not the most exotic life, doesn't have the most, he rides a bike to work, but he's the nicest guy. And you're trying to figure out like there's no way reason why this guy is so damn nice, right? And this is only like a 90-minute
Yeah.
movie, so you have to like
So good. Perfect timing.
they have to like give us this information quick. And what we learn is like, oh, well, he has a past life and he's just trying to change his ways. He's changing his stars.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that's why he's like bringing cookies in for everybody. He's smiling. He gives these motivational speeches to his staff and everything. He's just the nice guy. He gets the regional realtor of the award, year award and stuff like that. So like everybody likes this guy. Um, and he's very like easily like lovable. That's what I really like about Kiyu Kwan, man. He,
Yeah.
even though he's a badass like martial artist, he doesn't come across like that. He just comes across as an everyman who just loves life, and you see this in here. But you also see like there is something missing. You get that vibe not only through his exposition, but you can kind of see it on his face, especially in the beginning when he's making the cookies, when he is making his pot roast or whatever, right? Whatever he's doing, you do see
Yeah.
there's something missing in his eyes, in his face that we definitely explore and turn and find out later on as well. So really
Yeah.
liked him.
And a lot of times, I don't know if it was purpose on this movie, but like anytime there's any sort of like ex assassin or ex agent of any kind, it's usually like a fairly bare house. There's very, very minimal uh, attachments or
Yeah.
any kind of things they seem to really love. And for this
Yep.
one, it was kind of that. You know, he had the crystal, and then he had the plaque that he was given, the award
Really
he
only
was
two
given.
things that he really cared
That
about. You know
was
what I mean?
that was it. Yeah, that seems to be a fairly uh, prevalent theme that I see whenever we watch these kind of movies.
Definitely, with like guys with like hardened past and trying
Yeah,
to change because they're always
if they
looking over
got to
their
go,
their shoulder.
yeah, if they got to go, they grab a bag with clothes and money, and then like one or two things go in that bag, and they're out. And they did that too.
Robert Robert De Niro had a quote in Heat in the movie Heat, Michael Mann's 1995 fantastic film, and I can't direct quote it, but it's just like, what do you do when the heat's right around the corner, right? And you have like 5 seconds to go. Like you just get a bag and go. You know what I mean? And that's kind
Yeah,
of their whole lifestyle. And you can see that with Marvin Gables because he is this former hitman turned successful realtor. Um, but you got sometimes you just got to wake up the beast,
yeah.
and that's where we kind of lead into. So this whole story, by the way, is around Valentine's Day, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that was really cool because typically you get like the movie Valentine's Day or
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's type love stories, right? But this was an action love story. We'll talk about that later with what 87
Yeah.
North has been doing, man. But it revolves around it. So literally, he's in the office and he meets a old foe, um, Mustafar Shakir Raven. And this guy, man, he's huge
One of
for
my,
one.
I would say, I would say my second favorite character in this movie was Raven.
Is that because fighting or just his personality?
Um, fighting first, his
Yes.
fight scenes were awesome. Um, but also like his personality was very interesting. Like,
He was a different assassin, right?
yeah, I mean, just his whole thing, like the actor, the the character, all kind of worked together very well,
Yeah.
and for what he was portraying.
Yeah. For him, man, and I'm just doing it like this because he's the second person that we see in the movie. Um, I really, I'm with you. I really enjoy him because he was such a different match for Marvin. Marvin's this
Yeah,
little, small Asian American guy, right? Raven's this like 6'6" black guy, huge, has all the
yeah,
knives, has all the darts and everything. Just like he looks like this trained assassin, but he's also like
he
very soft
was.
spoken.
Yeah,
He's a
I was gonna
poet.
say he's kind of the only one that's like put together in the whole
Yeah,
movie
true,
too.
true,
Like,
true.
you know what he's doing, and you can kind of see his skills. Everybody else was kind of they weren't very good, or they weren't prepared.
They were
Even like
not
Marvin Gable, he was not prepared for any of this, and even the ones that were like planning it were not really prepared either. But
yeah.
but Raven was ready to go.
So he's an assassin. Raven's an assassin that is hired by Marvin's brother, who is this mob gangster boss or whatever, to go after him. And that's a really fun fight scene in his office. You
Yeah,
know, this hit yoga class that he's having while the Valentine's Day party is happening or whatever. That was really enjoyable. But let's talk about the apple of Marvin's eye, man, Rose. And you know, it's a Valentine's love movie. It's called Love Hurts, and so obviously spot on. Her name would be Rose.
that's fair.
Um, Ariana DeBose, man, one like she is definitely doing that Hollywood thing. She's getting these roles and she's knocking them out the park. You know, she was a bright spot in Craven the Hunter.
Okay.
For as much as I didn't like that movie, like she did her thing. And she does it here, man. She is that person who drives Marvin to kind of get back in the game. She has skin in the game and she
Yeah.
needs his help. And I really like that she was that motivation. She was an asshole about it, but she was that motivational factor to kind of get him back to where, because he was like, no, I'm not that person anymore. I don't want to go
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and do that. And we just need to get away and stuff like that. So, um, but you know, her being this talented siren type, um, and I love the monologues as well, like the interior monologues that happen. Like they
Yeah.
both love each other, but don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Her,
Mm-hmm.
Rose, and Marvin, but we hear it as the audience. So I really did enjoy that. So there is some tension there, but there's also some bad blood there. But he'll do anything for her. She's doing this for her, but also him. You know, getting back in the game, right? So there's a lot of factors in regards to this, but the story moves forwards because Marvin's job in his head is to now protect Rose at all costs.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how we even got there. So I really did enjoy that aspect of the character.
Good deal.
Can we talk about the two assassins real quick, man?
Yeah, that's good.
Let's talk about these guys, man. First, we have Marshawn Terrell Lynch as King. In the movie, it was Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch
Yeah, I saw
as
that.
King. I
Yeah, I saw
love
that.
that. Um, and then we have Andre Erickson as Otis. These two guys, man, you gotta have a comedic duo in movies like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
And either the good guys or the bad guys, and these guys were the bad guys, man. But like, I didn't hate them. I didn't hate them at all. Like,
I mean, they were the typical henchmen, right?
yeah,
Um, And like, what was it? In Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Yeah.
Uh, the two guys that were going after um, uh, Tyrese and Paul Walker. Right, there was two
Hmm.
guys in that whole movie from the beginning to the end, two henchmen um, that never really quite did their job great. Right, they never did a good job. They did an okay job,
Yeah.
and this is the same thing. You had two guys who, you know, they they hurt Marvin pretty good, but they never successfully completed anything. But it was a great time watching them.
Definitely.
It happens a lot. I enjoyed it.
And like there's like a love story there as well, right? Where like Marshawn's character Lynch, I mean King, is trying to help out his partner, his boy Otis, so Otis can get back with his girl. So he's dropping him lines and saying, you got to say this, you got to do that, or whatever. And Otis is texting his girl the entire time, and she kicked him out, doesn't want to see him anymore, but he's trying to figure out like what he needs to get her, right? Like that's like that's adding value to
Yeah,
these regular they could have just made these two just henchmen that just come in
yeah.
like that Marvin has to fight or whatever, and just like they get beat up, but they add a depth to the story that is enjoyable, right? Because at the end of the day,
And
like
they
this
kind
is
of
a love story.
compete like with each other too. Like the first house scene,
Yeah.
there
Oh.
Keaton's like watch this, check this out. The other guy's like watch this, uh, which if Marshawn, I mean, it looked like Marshawn. If he was doing some of that choreography, he was getting in it. He was having a good time.
Yeah.
Um,
They were kind of fighting because they also were like, dude, I opened that soda. Why are you drinking that soda,
yeah,
man?
yeah, yeah.
Just
I
fun to be
enjoyed them
had
too.
all the way around, man. Yeah. Um, Daniel Wu is Alvin Knuckles Gable, who's Marvin's estranged brother. He's the leader of this gang, this Wisconsin mob or whatever. It was in Wisconsin, by the way. That was an interesting place to
Oh,
have a movie. So that was interesting. Did you see on the license plate it said Wisconsin? So thought that was interesting. Um,
good catch.
Kind of I mean, just a regular. I'm the big bad villain leader type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he really didn't give us much more than that, right? Um, there was nothing nuanced about his character. There wasn't
Nah.
anything that was like outstanding, right, about him. But like that's fine because you don't want the movie to be too bloated, especially because you're giving your henchmen um you know character arcs, right?
Yeah.
So like somebody has to fall short, and that is Daniel Wu's
Yeah.
Knuckles, right? Like if Otis has a
Yeah.
whole arc with trying to get back with his girl the entire movie, somebody's
He
got
really
so I'm not
does.
mad at it.
I just remember that. Like there was a whole scene dedicated to him, like trying to steal a bear.
Exactly. Right.
Oh man,
um Yeah, Leo
crazy.
Tipton as Ashley. She is the assistant to Marvin Gable at the realty company, right? So she helps do the paperwork, helps him out in an office and everything. Um, Very interesting love story, man. How she falls in love with the Raven, right? And then they have a sub movie, a subplot as well
Oh
of
yeah,
their
yeah,
love and how they connect via words, right? He is a poet, and she reads his diary or whatever it is, and she instantly quits her job, right? Like,
yeah.
and like you're shocked at first, so you're like, oh no. But when she finally a little later tells Marvin's like, again?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. She definitely has some depression issues, from what we understand.
Yeah, yeah.
She's working through
But
some
she's
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. She's working through it.
But definitely another like fun character. And I love this movie reminds me a lot of like Crazy Stupid Love. I don't know if you ever seen that, but it's fantastic. And
I
there's
think we
and
didn't we watch it. I think we did a pod on that, didn't we?
if we didn't, we need to. Okay, it's awesome. I don't
Yeah,
remember though.
we
We've done so
did do
many
a pod on
movies.
that because
Um
that was Crazy Stupid Love. Oh man, I'm more than pretty sure we did vote on that.
2011, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. I don't
No,
think
we
we
did
did.
Drive Me Crazy, but I have watched that movie. I did
All
watch it.
right, dude. Look at you just
Yeah.
watching rom coms left and right these days. I'm so
I
proud of you,
mean,
buddy. Let's
I
go.
mean,
Let's go.
did you saw the cast, right?
Cast is fire, dog.
Yeah, yeah,
Cast
yeah,
is
yeah.
fire there. But this movie like reminds me, Love Hurts reminds me of Crazy Stupid Love because there's an overarching love story among the two leads, but there's so many like sub love stories as well, and everything ties together, and that's what I appreciate, man. It reminded me of that a lot, and Ashley and the Raven have that as well. Reese Darty, quick role. He's the accountant. Kippy Betts, he was actually pretty annoying. But he was funny in the scenes that he was in then. Um how how excited were you to see Sean Astin in this movie?
Um, I mean, I like seeing him pop up. You know, he's just fun guy. He's a good actor, and he's bringing a different personality here. I feel like
Yeah,
he's just super chill, right? He's chilling. He's apparently making a lot of money in this movie, or not as a character, not as like Sean, but as a character, he's just chilling. He seems to just be relaxed, and we're selling houses, right? I want to sell a house, and I want you to buy my house. That's all he's here for.
yeah.
Um, I did not expect his role to play out like it did, but it
Good
is
gosh,
what
no.
it is.
Yeah. I just kind of like lit up, right?
Yeah,
When I saw Sean Astin in this movie and playing Cliff Cusick, and he's like the owner of this realty company that Marvin and Ashley work for, man. It just because like they were in the Goonies together, so like that
yeah,
was really
yeah,
really cool. Um, and you're right, Sean Astin was different, right? He's really known for being um a guy who's always like intense and everything, right? Like
yeah.
the Lord of the Rings movies, he had to be intense. Obviously, he had to climb a damn mountain with a damn another hobbit on his back. So I get it. Um
Yep.
Throw a damn ring in a fire. But even like Goonies, right? Even War Games, right? Anything that he's ever done, he's always been this very like intense character, even as a child actor. So it was
Mm-hmm.
good to see him as relaxed as he was. Hell, he was even like that. He was even like that in shit. I just brought it up.
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. Yes,
Yeah.
boom. That's why we're besties, man.
Bob. Bob.
Bob. Sorry, Bob.
He was a cool character in there.
Definitely. Then we have Cam, I can't pronounce his last name either.
I
Cam
don't remember what I said.
Gigadit as Rennie Merlot.
Pretty sure we were
Henchman
both
number
wrong.
oh yeah, 1000% Gigagant. I just remember him as the asshole in Never Back Down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Um
Yep. I'll never
but
see him as
he's
another person ever.
ever, dog. Kiyu Kwan, your data. Cam, you are the asshole from Never Back Down.
Ryan McCarthy. Ryan
Yes,
McCarthy
you're
was his
Ryan
name.
McCarthy. Every time you're gonna get
Yeah.
that work at the end of the movie, dog. Um, but he is the second in command to Knuckles, and he kind of has an interesting arc where like the reason why everything is happening is basically his fault, and he's trying to cover it up the entire time. So it is
Yeah.
actually fun to see him try to do that. Because he does not succeed. Like he doesn't succeed, and it's hilarious arc the entire film. So
Yeah. He was in my favorite Christmas movie lately, Violent Night. He was in that one as well.
he was in Violent Night.
Yeah.
You are correct. Yes. Um, let's talk about it, man. The look and feel of this movie,
Yeah.
I liked it because you know what? At what you said, 18 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything that they do is you can see that 18 million, man. But there's some things that are some effects and some shots that look really, really good, man. Like when he's microwaving by accident, he's microwaving his award, and they throw it in, and you would get that view, and then we turn around,
Yeah.
he puts it in the freezer, and we get that view of them destroying it, and then they throw him in the refrigerator. You know, it'd be like that's just good. That's just really cool to see, man. I love remember in John Wick 4 when he was working with the dog, and there was the overhead shot the entire time. He's kind of going through place to place in that rundown building. We got that here too with him fighting so many different guys, man. That looked really, really cool from that top down shot of Marvin's whooping ass and taking names. So that was really cool, man. I really like that they put everything in frame here.
Yeah, they did that a lot in all the scenes. There was a lot of focal points just throughout, and that was something I think they really tried hard to do. Right, like you didn't stay in one camera too long. You always had you didn't stay in one camera and one view and one perspective. It jumped around a lot.
But like remember when like the Bourne franchise, Paul Greengrass, who did the second and third movie, right? He introduced like the shaky cam, right? And that's like for the next 10 years, every movie kind of did the shaky cam. And the shaky cam was just like an intense thing to show like the action in a fight, where 87 North does it differently, right? Everything is smooth, right? The fight is, you see everything in frame in the fight. You see every punch, you see every kick, you see every stab, every bullet, you know what I mean? And it's all in frame for us to enjoy. And it takes real choreography. It takes real artists to pull that off, man. But it does make all the difference. Also, I don't get sick watching these damn movies if there's, with the shaky cam. So
you don't
I love
feel
that
like
about
they're trying to hide. You don't feel like they're trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
They're not trying to pull off too many tricks. Like like you said, the choreography is going hard, and it looks awesome. I really enjoyed that about it.
Agreed, man. All right, dude. I do have a theme here.
Okay.
Love really does hurt.
There you go.
If you've ever been in love or been out of love or do anything to make sure that person you care about is safe and out of harm, this is what this movie is about, man. What I will say about 87 North Productions, right, who gave us Nobody, Mr. Nobody, gave us Kate, gave us Violent Night, gave us The Fall Guy, and now Love Hurts, right? They're a production company that tells these action stories. Bullet Train as well tells these action stories, right? But tells a very nuanced story about love and heartbreak and moving forward. There's obviously some revenge in there as well. But also like redemption is a big theme of their movies as well. And so like I like that they wrap all of their movies, all their action movies, into something human elements as well. It's not just mindless Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting. You know what I mean? Where there's really no plot to it except for to see him kick. That's what I really love about these movies. That's what I love about this, man. This is a action, crazy, stupid love to me. And I think, they're 87 North. They're just like the best in the business doing it at such a high level, man. And they definitely delivered with this one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, team. That is our conversation about 2025's Love Hurts. JV, give me your thoughts and ratings on this, brother.
Yes, sir. Give me an hour and 20. Right. A good diverse cast. A lot of dudes beating each other up, man. Yeah, I'm there. It was a great time. The choreography really, really was top notch, and it was that kind of that style that reminds us of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, those legends in this field of movie work. I still go back and watch Rumble in the Bronx on a regular basis. Just
so good.
Such a fun movie.
I have been back to the Bronx since I've watched it, dog. I'm scared.
But yeah, that was just a well put together movie. No nonsense, right? It moved fast. Didn't really give you a lot of stuff to sit there and wonder about, right? It was straight to the point. We're gonna fight. We're gonna run through the story real quick, and we're gonna close the movie out and let's go home, right, and have a good time. I'm gonna give this one $4 of popcorn. $4 of popcorn this week because it really good watchability, rewatchability, and just a good time, man. Just had a blast. What about you?
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you, man. This one gets $4 of popcorn. This is a cute, funny, small action film with so much heart. Like, Ki Kwan leading the way. He's, like I said, he's just a really good lead. You can't help but to root for him at every turn. Like, even when he's getting his ass kicked, right? Even when he's getting stabbed in the back and there's a dart in his hand, there's a knife through his, everything that's happened to him, he's definitely like that John Wick-esque character where he just gets back up because he has a North Star, and that North Star is Rose and protecting her, man, because he loves her. And I love that, this movie also had... So it's a true Valentine's Day. Like, 87 North made a Christmas movie, dog. Violent Night. You know what I mean? 87 North has now made a Valentine's movie. Like, it's dope,
and
man.
What's real interesting is, like, they're all bad guys. There's no good guys in this movie. Well,
no.
Except for the lady, Leo.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Ashley, yeah.
She's probably the only one that's a good person in the whole movie. Yeah, everybody else is bad guys. They all got bad past, and they never, like, had to be like, am I going to be a good guy or a bad guy? There was never that decision to make, really. It was just like, I'm a bad guy, so I'm going to keep on being one.
Also, don't have any time for it, man. It's an 83-minute movie, right? We can fit that in, right? So they gave Beast Mode a lot of screen time. They can't do everything.
He really did have a lot of screen time. He really did. Good for him.
Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, Talking Through Love Hurts. Next week, we will be discussing Captain America, Brave New World.
You can catch that in a theater near you.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me across all socials. I am Clyde D. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me across all socials at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I messed that up. I don't know what I was doing.
It's okay. They've heard it before.